Johnny B, you won the contest. Give us your thoughts.
I like turtles. I like turtles.
Awesome.
How y'all doing?
Good, you?
Pretty good. I'm just like digging that y'all are digging, bro.
Yeah,
So y'all got turtle eggs down there, I'm guessing, huh?
we're looking for
Supposedly.
them.
And what y'all do is just log them and stuff like that?
So yeah, this nest already hatched. So we're gonna dig it back. We're looking for the eggs so we can dig it up, and we're gonna count them.
Right.
We're gonna see how many hatched and how many didn't.
Okay, so failures versus
Right.
successes.
Yeah. Basically looking at reproductive success of the turtle.
Right on. What's the percentage rate on the average? Just out of curiosity, since we're here.
Average.
Like the mortality or morbidity rate of the eggs.
I want to say it's about 80% hatch. Yeah. But from that, usually 1 in 1,000 will actually make it to maturity.
Wow.
But about 80% of each clutch usually hatches.
Wow. Okay, but that's crazy. 1 in 1,000.
Yeah, but they each turtle lays like 4 or 5 nests a season, and each nest has about 100 eggs in it.
Right.
So they have 500 eggs a season. So they have a pretty good chance of having at least one that survives to adulthood.
Right on. What kind of turtles do we have here in Brevard?
Loggerhead, green turtles, and leatherbacks.
What's the big one?
Leatherback? Yeah.
Right on.
So
How
here in
big?
Brevard, our leatherbacks, they're a little bit more scarce. We don't have them. We don't have as many as we do down south in Jupiter. There are way more leatherbacks down there. This is the largest nesting beach for loggerheads in the world.
Oh wow!
Yeah, and then right now we're having an extremely high year for green turtles. We just hit our record. Our previous record was in 2019. We had over 15,000 green turtle nests. This year we just hit 16,000 last week, and we still have about 6 months, I believe.
Holy smokes, that's
Four
a lot of
months
turtle
left.
eggs.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh my God, they're keeping y'all busy.
Yeah. If it was any higher of a success rate, this whole beach would
Nothing but, huh?
tracks and tracks and tracks.
Yeah.
Right on.
Which it already is.
Hey, since you're videoing this, good. Since we're videoing this, you got guidance for people who like are wanting to come out and check out turtles?
So the Sea Turtle Preservation Society in Brevard and Melbourne, they're right off the A1A. They're the ones that kind of do all of the outreach and education. They do turtle walks at night, so if you're looking to get up close to a turtle, that's going to be your best bet.
Right.
Otherwise, you can't really do much without, permits or anything like that. Main thing is, just making sure that we're keeping things off of the beach, keeping trash off the beach, barriers that might scare the turtles or trap them.
Lights.
So chairs, lights.
And red lights.
Yeah.
Red lights are a no too, or?
So
Do
we
you have to
really
use-
don't want to have any sort of light, even red lights, unless we absolutely have to. So even red light, we only use them because at night we go out and we actually get up to the turtles and we measure them and we take samples from them. So that's when we turn on our lights. Otherwise, no lights.
So why red?
So red, it's just like us. So, if you're in a dark room and you turn on a white light, like just a regular lamp, it's going to be super bright. It's going to hurt your eyes and you're going to be disoriented. If you turn on a red light, it's not as bright. You can still see it, you can still see what you're doing, but it's not as bright. It's the same thing for them. If you have a white light, they're just going to be completely disoriented.
Oh, okay.
But if you turn the red light on, they're less likely to get scared.
Okay, so it's not as an overload, sensory
Right,
overload.
exactly.
Okay.
Yeah. So they can actually still see the red light, which is why we want to be careful when we're using red lights.
All right.
Because if you flash it at them before they nest, they might just turn around and go back to the water and never lay their eggs.
Right. Right.
They'll eventually come back and lay them, but they can still get scared from a red light.
So let's say somebody's walking down the beach at night, a couple lovers or a family or whatever, just getting out at night looking at the stars, and they run up on a turtle. What is the guidance?
Biggest thing, keep your distance.
How much distance? Because
Um,
people, they want to get in there.
I
And,
know, yeah. So we really try, especially if they're like by the water and they're coming up, you want to stay pretty far away from them because they will see you and they'll just turn around and go back to the water.
So you ruin the whole deal just
exactly, yeah.
by basically you spook them.
Yeah, exactly. So what we do is we keep probably like from here until like those stakes over there. I would say probably like
Lifeguard tower halfway.
maybe not that far.
Third.
Like you could be a little bit closer than
100
that, but
feet?
yeah, 100 feet is probably good. Just while they're coming up, once they're up the beach, you can keep walking straight and they'll be fine.
Right.
But I would just not. I would, best as you can, keep your distance
Right,
as much
right.
as possible.
Okay, because
Yeah.
I've seen people on the beach like going up and like hugging them and
Yeah.
like touching on honey and all this. I'm like, guys, come on.
Wild animal.
Yeah, it is
Yeah.
a wild animal.
And
They're not aggressive or anything, but they can bite.
Right.
Um,
Oh, I
but
wouldn't want to. I seen the beaks on those things.
Oh, yeah.
I wouldn't want that.
They're pretty big. But even so, you don't want to scare them. You know,
Right.
you don't want to be the person that scares a turtle because this is a refuge for them. Especially further down south, we have the Archie Carr National Wildlife Refuge, which
Yeah.
is, like I said, the biggest, most dense nesting ground for loggerheads. Yeah.
Basically, you
It's a
just don't.
refuge, so you
Basically,
don't wanna-
yeah, you don't want to be the spoiler and break the chain on these turtles.
Right. Yeah.
That's what it is. Yep.
Yep. Same thing with the hatchlings when they come out. Keep your distance. I know they're so small and it's so
Cute.
easy to just pick them up and look at them, but you know they're orienting themselves once they come out of the nest. We don't know exactly how, but somehow they're orienting themselves to the water.
Uh-huh.
And if you pick them up and you mess up with it, we don't really know what kind of damage that causes for them navigation wise.
Yeah. that's it.
So even us, like we're permitted to touch them, we're permitted to do things, but we are very hands off unless we have to be.
Right.
So we tell everybody else just to keep your distance. If you're worried about a turtle, if you're worried about a turtle in danger, or if you think a turtle is trapped in something on the beach, sometimes they get stuck under the stairs on the beach.
Oh, really?
Yeah, we've had
That
we have a lot of turtles this year get stuck under chairs or stairs going up.
Wow.
And we basically have to dig them out. So you can call the FWC Sea
Yeah.
Turtle Stranding line, and they'll call us and we'll go out, or they'll have somebody else come out. But it's always better to call and ask, and then sometimes they might even give you permission, like, we can't get anyone out there, do you mind, like if you see a baby turtle that's like disoriented or whatever, they might give you the okay to take that to either the Sea Turtle Healing Center or the Sea Turtle Preservation Society, but you never want to assume that you're allowed to just pick up a turtle and
Right,
go.
right.
You want to always ask first or call first.
Right on.
And they might just have someone come out here, or they might just say, just leave it. So
Excellent. So, like in summation, the core message is.
just leave them alone.
I knew you were gonna say that.
just let
just
them do
leave
their
them
thing.
alone.
Yeah, it's really, especially on the refuge, like it is their area. It's a protected ground for them to be able to come up and lay their eggs and nest. And the last thing we want is to get in the way of that, because they already have so many other things. There's like these crazy heat waves that are coming that are, might be impacting the way their eggs incubate. So the last thing we want to do is disturb them even more.
Right on.
Yeah.
Right on. Hey, what was your name?
Jessica.
Jessica and
Jake.
Jessica and Jake are doing good work here.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah, thank you very much. I got one more question for you. Have you found any like doubloons or anything digging holes here?
No, I've never found anything.
Oh, come on, tell me.
I've never found anything.
Go
Sadly.
rayals and like gold necklaces and diamond rings.
No.
They call it the
No.
Treasure Coast.
I'm
but
saying, I mean, if anybody should be finding some treasure, it should be you guys,
I know.
right?
That's what my dad says. He's really into like treasure and like the sunken ships and like all these fleets, and he's like, I know you're gonna find something one day, and I'm like, I don't know.
I think he's right.
All of this sand is all brought in.
Right.
The beach has been renourished, so basically, you could dig and dig and dig, and you still won't get to natural
To that stratum.
sand.
To that, yeah.
Yeah.
I
So
got you.
all of this is kind of
Fake.
yeah,
I
yeah.
got you.
Yeah,
And by the
so
way, I'm not down with that beach renourishment myself. You don't have to go on one way or another saying anything. But me, when they did some stuff up here near Canova, north of Canova Bicentennial,
Yeah.
they threw sand over reef that had octopi or octopuses or octopus, however you say it.
Yeah.
And not only did they throw the sand over that, but we had found little freshwater upwelling springs coming out of that reef. And we used to take the kids there and they would frolic in the reef. It's gone.
Yeah.
It's covered up with some sand.
Yeah.
I'd like to get in on that deal. I'll do it for half the price. I'll take half the money, throw it in the ocean, pocket the other half, and we'll be good. Everybody wins.
Yeah.
Anyway. All
All
right.
right. What's your name?
Johnny B.
Johnny B. Nice to meet
And
you.
hey, can I put this up on my channel? I'm a surfer dude. Yeah?
Yeah,
I
we're
mean-
the UCF Marine Turtle Research Group. So we're with UCF. We have been doing this research on these beaches, especially the Archie Carve, since 1980s. So
Right on.
yeah,
Right on. Well, I'm gonna say you're well spoken. You touched all the bases, and I appreciate that.
thank you.
Not everybody can do it, right? I mean, I'm sure if I was just talking with you, we'd have a good conversation. And he'd give me the download too. But you did a good job.
Cool, thank you. Love
Right?
to hear
Thank
that.
you.
Yeah, both of you. Keep up the good work.
Thanks,
Appreciate it.
man.
I love turtle.
We do.
What is it? What did that kid say? I like turtles.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah,
Yeah, I like turtles.
I like turtles.
JohnnyB.com